Hello, it's John Cheek here. I'm the founder of UniTasterDays. Now, UniTasterDays is an event site. We are a website where you can find out more about university events such as open days, taster days, and much more. But I speak to a lot of students, and one of the things students ask me is, should I have a gap year? And usually I would say yes, 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 yes. Gap years, I think for many students, are a great idea. Before I went to university, I had a gap year. I learned lots. I worked full-time for a year. I learned lots about the world of work. I developed loads of key skills that were useful when I started university. And I'm usually a massive advocate of taking a gap year. But this year, my advice is a little bit different. And when I say this year, I mean for students that are starting university or might start university in 2022. This year, my advice is different. And the reason it is because of the changes in relation to university fees and finance that are coming. Now, let's look at what happens now. So this is what happens for students that are finishing university now, or they're going to start university this year in 2022. Now, you need to earn £27,295 before you start paying back your student loans. You'll probably have a student loan towards your maintenance and also your tuition fees, and you don't need to pay anything back at present until you earn over £27,295. And there's other details to be aware of, but the other crucial detail at the moment is you only have 30 years to repay that tuition fee loan and maintenance loan that you have. Now, that is what happens now. And that is also what happens for university, in terms of university, for students that are starting university in September 2022. So what is changing? Well, the big changes are coming next year in 2023. And that's why I don't think for a lot of students, a gap year is a good idea, because these changes will apply to you if you go to university and start university next year in 2023, rather than this year in 2022. Now, the repayment threshold is changing, right? So it's currently £27,295. I mentioned that a second ago. And what happens is you pay 9% of anything you earn above that amount. But that is changing to £25,000. So the repayment threshold is coming down. As soon as you earn £25,000, you then start paying back 9% of anything you earn over that amount. So in reality, that means a student that's going to university this year in 2022, that then graduates and starts earning £27,000, they're not going to be paying back anything towards their tuition fee loans and their maintenance loans. But if a student starts university next year in 2023 and they earn £27,000, they're going to be repaying £2,000 at 9%. And the reason that is the threshold is changing to £25,000. And that is not just for a 1 year period, guys. That will apply to you if you're going to start university in 2022 throughout your time after you finish university. The threshold of things might change, but you'll be part of that system, where the 2022 system, which is you have to earn £27,295 and you only have 30 years to repay it. Whereas the 2023 system is £25,000 you need to earn before you start paying it back, and it's 9%. But also you're going to be paying back longer, because the repayment period is changing from 30 years for people starting to university in 2022 to 40 years for students that are starting university in 2023. There's still a lot of benefits to the system. I'm not going to put people off going to university, because student loans on the face of it are still a student-friendly system. You need to earn £25,000 or £27,295 before you start paying anything back. And then you've got only 30 years or 40 years to repay it all. Otherwise, the debt is wiped. So there's still big advantages between the two systems, but that is a big change for students that are starting university in 2022 in relation to students that are starting university in 2023. One thing to say there, though, just to make crystal clear, is if you have your heart set on a gap year, if you've got stuff lined up for this year, do not let me put you off it. But I just think it's really important for you to be aware that things are changing in 2023. So if you are kind of on the fence between, do I go to university this year? Do I go next year? If I was in your position, I would seriously consider going to university this year, because then you're going to be on the 2022 system. £27,295 you need to earn, and then it's 30 years before you start paying anything back. And then it's 30 years you have to repay that balance, which again is changing in 2023 to £25,000 you need to earn. And then you've got 40 years rather than 30 years of paying it back. So you're going to be paying more over your lifetime. There's loads of information online that goes through this further, but I thought this useful guide in terms of should I take a gap year, should I not, would be a really handy bit of video for you to have a look at. I've been John Cheek from UniTasterDays. If you want to find out more about videos like this, do please subscribe to our channel. Thank you.